He's a pretty cool character. He's certainly calm, isn't he? It's going to be an entertaining ride with Pellegrini, isn't it? And all with 4-4-2, which is supposedly dead, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about if, you know, when he comes in, we're talking, you know, 4-3-3, this fluid way of playing, foreign manager. And I think sometimes we get a little bit carried away with it. When a foreign manager comes in, there's always this mystique. How's he going to play? How's he going to set up? You know, imagine a British manager coming into Man City and playing 4-4-2. That's what it was really. When I say 4-4-2, it's not just the two of them standing up. There's a lot of movement between Aguero and Dzeko, of course. Silva's coming inside. Navas, a lot of the times tonight, was inside and outside. But it sometimes makes you laugh when people talk about all these systems or something different he's going to bring. He's basically played 4-4-2 tonight, hasn't he? And probably the disappointing thing, you're looking from Newcastle's point of view, is they went 4-4-2. We thought it'd be 4-3-3 beforehand, didn't we? And I think 4-4-2 killed them, really. But
what did you make of the new boys? He touched on it there, Fernandinho and Navas.
Well, we touched on Fernandinho before the game, and the preview showed me last week. We talked about Navas and what he could bring. And have we got it on here? Have you started it?
Yeah.
OK, we bring it in. But we look here. He's not, you know, it's the relationship he's got there with Zabaleta. It's not that he's hugging the touchline, you know, you might see him out wide. It's these runs he's making inside. You know, you talk about overlaps. That's what you might call an underlap. He goes inside there, really. Let's get that. But still, when he gets into these areas, look, he knows he's there. He knows Zabaleta's there. That's his mate, the fullback. They come in, he almost scored. I think it was maybe 4 or 5 minutes into the game, that. Very early on. And look again, we see again.
This is good.
Inside. Look, where he's going in here. That's what you're looking for now, the relationship already. So you see him going inside now. We're talking about him hugging the touchline, but look at that. So he's also got a pass in his locker again. Again, the relationship with Zabaleta. Again, nearly a goal.
You like that one, Gary?
I like it. I just think relationships between fullback and winger is something that you can relate to, particularly when you've played as a fullback. This time it's Zabaleta who's inside and he's wide. Good quality across. I think, like we said before the game, we thought he'd bring something different to Manchester City, and he has done tonight. On the other side, it's narrow with David Silva, which that's fine. He brings a balance, but the speed of him, the choice of his runs at times, the relationship and understanding and appreciation of his teammates and where Zabaleta is, and even here now the pass to Dzeko. You know, could find a pass like that. That's a brilliant pass. It's nearly inch perfect.
10 crosses he had tonight. Dzeko's going to love that in particular, isn't he? Negredo too.
Yeah, I mean, what they've now got, Manchester City, through Navas, and actually putting Dzeko up front and Negredo as well, they've got a different option. They can still go back to the Nasra Silva with the Yaya Toure off the front and play the intricate stuff, the narrow football, the style that they played for the last 2 years, which has been brilliant for them. But they've also now got an outlet, a real outlet with quality. And I think it makes it a far better option for Manchester City that teams don't know how they're going to set up. They could play two up, they could play Jovetic off, they could play Silva and Nasri off. They've got real good options in those forward areas.